What do I do for him to hear me?
Maybe he's, I don't know. Can you hear us?
Dr. Garcia-Rill, you are muted. You're muted.
Edgar is muted. Oh, I see. Who's the guy with the white beard?
Okay, now
How
it's
about now?
Yeah, there we go.
You can hear me?
See?
Hey!
Hola!
Everybody. Hey, who's that over there? Who are you guys?
Hola, Catherine.
Hola.
Oh, look at this. They have champagne.
Yeah, Pellegrino.
Hey, Joe, how's it going?
Oh, terrific.
Good.
You're looking great there.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been, lonely. No social events to speak of.
Juliet, get in here so he can see you too.
Yeah, right.
Hey, what's that? Is that one of your,
So,
it's one of your
Hi,
weaves
Julian.
behind Julian, right?
I'm sorry?
This?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's one of my,
that's one of mine.
that's spectacular.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Let's see. Can you do it?
Yeah, you
There.
okay.
The Northern Lights.
Thanks. Oh, the Northern Lights. Got it. Who is that group over there with Kevin?
Somebody's connecting to here.
Well, Kevin is paralyzed.
It's connecting.
Okay, I'm unmuting myself.
There she is.
Here I am.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good, doing good. Hi, Joe.
Hello, Gwen.
All right. You guys look great.
So I started the recording, so
Kevin.
let you know.
Hey, Edgar.
Hey, there's Kevin.
Yeah.
You were there with a group of people. Kevin.
It's very nice, isn't it?
Yeah. All
That's a big
right.
guy.
I need to know who everybody is.
Okay.
So this is Joe Correa.
I know Joe Correa. Yes.
Please, I'm Edgar's sister.
Thais is Edgar's sister. Her husband's to her right.
Husband and our
And
son.
one of her sons is to her left.
Wonderful. Oh, that's great. Now Gary's here too. He's going to peek around and say hi.
There he is.
Hi.
Hey, dude.
Hey.
Hello, everybody.
And there's Joe.
Hey, Joe.
They're up in Canada near Toronto.
This
So-
is great.
So far, they're the furthest one.
So where are they from?
They're up in Canada,
Canada.
Port Hope near Toronto.
Fantastic. That's great.
So
All right. So
Figure out the difference in time in order to get you on time.
oh yeah, I'm
That's
sure it's
brilliant.
quite different, and I have no idea what. I don't know if we're going to have people from Japan, and so we've got 8 participants here, and
Somebody new.
Susan Mahaffey is
I'm
who's
here.
Phoenix.
she's here. Who's Phoenix?
That's me,
You are
Garcia.
Phoenix.
Who?
You, Gwen.
Garcia.
What?
No, Phoenix is. I don't
Yeah,
know
we
who
gotta
that is.
figure out who Phoenix is. Let me see.
Hey,
No,
it's can you guys hear me?
we can hear you, but we don't know who you are.
Oh. Oh my goodness. It's Stassi. I can't figure out how to get my video working. It's Phoenix's
Hey, Angela.
my brother's
Oh,
daughter.
look at that.
There's Angela.
Is it Sarah?
And
Oh,
she's
that's great.
very
Hey.
cool.
Very
How did you do that?
Very cool.
That's a computer
Okay.
generated.
It's magic.
All right.
Oh, the baby.
So, hello,
Uh,
Lord Stanley.
Hey, Nesso.
Hey,
What's up, dude?
This is
How are you?
Hi, Nessa.
Hey, guy.
Good to see you. Can you guys hear me?
There's Lord
Hi.
And there's Emily
Stanley. Okay, now who?
and Laura.
Emily.
Oh, you go this way?
Yeah, if you do this.
We're gonna.
Oh.
I think we'll have to have.
Oh, well, that's better.
Stasia.
Hi, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, Maverick. Where is he? Where'd he go? There he is.
There he is.
Look at that guy.
Oh, oh, that's Phoenix.
So you're Phoenix. Okay, got it.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. You're going to have to explain who these people are.
okay.
It'll be great.
That's Angela.
Yes, I know who
That,
Angela is.
that's Stasia. Whoops. That's Angela again.
Oh, is that fun? Oh my gosh. This is
And that's Maverick, her son.
yes. Here comes somebody.
And
I
who
think
else?
it's Eric.
And that's Nesso. Are you in LA right now? Nesso?
No, we just moved here 5 days ago. We're in Raleigh right now.
Raleigh.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. You were gonna move to Raleigh. Fantastic.
Yes. Yeah, we're there right now. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And you're wearing a Los Pollos t-shirt.
Oh yes, the best show
chickens.
ever.
You know that means the chickens, right?
Yes, I do. The Chicken Brothers.
Oh, and there is Helen and Ralph.
All right. Hello.
Tennessee.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers, dude. Nice to see you guys.
Cheers.
Yes.
And Laura Stanley
Yeah, Laura.
under the
Stanford.
fan. And Emily, how's the house coming? Up, you're muted.
Yeah, unmute yourself.
Nice now.
Hey, Ellen, you're back. I don't know why people keep popping up in the center. I guess they make a noise or something.
I think so. Here's Melanie McNichol.
Where's Melanie?
She's,
Oh, there's Melanie.
What they do is they keep making the squares smaller.
Hey, Mike Mancino. Hey, Mike. James Hyde.
Hey.
Nice to see you, man.
Good to see you. I'm still in the middle of clinic, so I'm going to mute myself.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my, yeah. We don't want any HIPAA violations.
Come on, we want to hear the psychiatric session. There's Antino.
Yeah. Hi, Antino. All right. We're trying to see people coming in. All right.
Who's this?
That.
Linda.
So why do I look?
How you doing?
Because the screen is this way. That's good. That's good. Thank you. Because I am.
Yeah.
Is that both Lindas?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, both Lindas.
Oh,
Linda,
Both
one
Lindos.
Both
Hold
Lindas.
on. Something happened to our Zoom. Hold on.
Yeah, you have to turn the camera a little down
Linda.
towards you.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey, I can't see you all now.
You can't see me?
No, let me see something.
Yeah.
I can now. I can. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You know, it's these computer things. Tiffany, how's it going? And
Hello.
Subimo. Great to see you.
Thank you.
How you doing? Nice to see you guys. You know, what a great, hey, Hawaiian shirts, perfect.
Cool.
Everybody should be wearing Hawaiian shirts. I should have made that.
You should have called us. We would have did that. The shirt contest.
Oh, good.
This is a Hawaiian shirt, Edgar. Bought from Hawaii.
What?
That's right. There you go.
As more and more
Perfect.
people join, the boxes get smaller. Yeah.
Well, Angus, is that a Scottish brogue kind of?
Bright. I can't.
There you go.
Very good.
Oh, I see. You're
Yes,
incognito.
the math scientist. Yes.
That's right.
Hey, Edgar, how's it going? Hey, Susan.
Great to see you, man.
All right.
I could do. Wait, I could actually do the whole Hawaiian thing if you really want to.
You can.
That would be
What are you gonna do?
Do what?
It sure does.
Hey, Diana.
Right. I can't get any darker. It's just.
Hey, Jim. Hi, Jim.
Nice to see you, Diana. You may be muted. And Alexis,
Hi.
how are you? Where are you? Where are you these days?
Can you hear me? I don't know if I'm muted
Yes,
or
I
not.
can.
Yeah, we hear you really well.
Okay, I've never used Zoom on my phone. I just got to Arkansas 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
And today was my last day, or yesterday was my last day of quarantine, so I'm at my mom's.
Okay. Well, say hello.
Yeah, I will. She's at work.
Fantastic. It's great to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you
So
too.
where are you working now?
So I'm just finishing my dissertation, and I am going to teach next semester probably online at the City University of New York, and then I'm looking for postdocs.
Fantastic. Well, there are lots of places in New York.
There are.
Yeah, shoot me an email if you want the names of some people.
Yeah, that would be great. And, you know, I'm actually looking anywhere. New York is a tough place right now.
Good.
I'm going to shut down, so.
Hey, there's Edgar, Mark.
Not really.
Angus. Susan Mahaffey, I can't see you.
I can't see.
I don't have a camera.
Indiana.
Let me see if it says view gallery view. Wait a minute.
There's Edgar Meyer. Oh, here's Paul.
There it is.
Hey, Paul.
This is getting smaller and smaller.
Oh, there's Eddie.
Brennan Luster's here.
Brennan? Where's Brennan?
Well, we don't.
Hello.
There he is.
Oh, there he is. All right.
Where are you, man?
Hey, Brennan.
Hello, hello. Hey, everybody.
So you're in Raleigh also?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you and Nessa are going to fight it out for the drug kingpin.
Yeah, I helped Nessa become my competitor.
There you go. You guys, they're working for competing drug companies in
Paige
Raleigh.
is here with Angela.
Oh, that's Dr. Ho.
And Dr.
Fantastic.
Ho's here.
Hi.
I'm doing that today.
Nice to see you.
I have the
And
diversity.
Dr. West is here. Oh my
I have
God.
the diversity background right here.
You don't have a camera.
See how cool my background is?
There's Diana with the world behind
You
her.
got a request.
Yay. What we're going to do is we're going to continue to gather people. In about 5 minutes, we'll.
Okay. Gwen,
Yes.
you're losing volume, so
Okay. Are we losing volume from me?
yes.
Okay. I don't know.
Oh, Dr. Ooh, Jaway. Nice to see you.
Hi, Dr. Syria. How are you?
Nice to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, let me see if I can turn my.
Hey! Francisco Vero, how are you? How are the kids?
Hi, Catherine. Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hey, Francisco.
Hey! Paige.
Oh, wait a minute. Put it again, Steve.
I like the band retirement. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, fantastic. Hey, Charlotte.
Yeah, that helps a
Nice to
little.
see you. Jim Shaffrey, Mississippi.
Great.
You know,
Hey, Linda.
this could be chaotic.
Well, I tried to think about a program, but I wanted to make sure you had a chance to greet everybody.
Sern Reed, nice to see you, man.
That's the best.
Hey, Linda.
Hi.
Both Linda. So you know you can write
Hey,
chat
Charlotte.
to everybody. I'm going to keep your chats up.
I actually talking with Maria adds better. But at least this way
Okay.
you can see my face. That no.
Laurent Getz?
The light.
I don't see you, man.
So Dr. Westfall is here.
Oh, nice to see you.
Right there.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Right there is the best.
Hi, Edgar. How are you? Congratulations.
I am doing well. I'm just relaxing in the Hawaiian sun in Little Rock. It's been nice. Hey, Eric, nice to see you.
It's great to see you too. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can you hear me now? Does it sound okay now?
Yeah.
Okay, good, good, great. And
I want to tell Dr. Westfall that he did a fantastic job on his message today. I told him that it was firm and
wonderful.
excellent.
Thank you so much for that message. That
Yeah,
was
there
great.
you go.
Well, thank you for saying so. It's something that we all need to work toward achieving success.
Yes,
It'll be a
absolutely.
team effort.
Absolutely, we appreciate it. So I was going to get us started, and I don't know if it's a good idea to have this be in speaker mode or not. But I kind of like seeing everybody's faces. So,
Yeah.
what do y'all think? I mean, as long as you don't mind, we'll just try to keep everybody organized. And,
Sure.
We like seeing everyone's faces.
I do too.
Yeah, this is
Hey,
fun.
Karis,
Hi,
nice to see you.
All right.
where are you? I'm trying to find you in all of
Oh,
the,
you have to scroll across the
oh,
top.
there you are. Okay, I found you.
Yeah, watch for his window
And-
light up.
Laurent, où êtes-vous? Est-ce que vous êtes à Paris?
Oh.
Bonjour Edgar, oui, à Paris.
Très bien. Bienvenue.
Merci. Congratulations for your retirement.
Thank you.
Very happy to be there.
Great. You should come and visit. Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ciao. Bientôt.
So who is the farthest away, Edgar?
So far, Laurent is in France.
Oh my. So what time is it there?
Probably
Laurent?
10 o'clock.
10
What
o'clock?
about, oh, well, I guess,
Yeah.
Nessa, where are you now?
He's in Raleigh.
Oh, never mind.
In
He's
it's midnight.
with Brennan. See, Laurent is in France, so he's the
In
furthest
Paris.
away so far.
It's quite midnight.
Oh,
Oh,
my
midnight.
goodness.
Wow.
Well, thank you. Thank you for signing in.
Thanks for coming.
That's great. That is fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give my little speech, and we're having so much fun. I don't want to bore you with a lot of talking, but I do want to point out the service that Edgar has given. And so, as you know, he received his PhD from McGill. He's from Canada, and he came here 41 years ago as an assistant professor. And I had an opportunity to write a history chapter last year and read over 40 years of departmental minutes. And I got to know Dr. Garcia-Rill very well through those minutes because he was extremely active, very much a part. From the time he came in 1978, he was part of the organizer of the first EPSCoR Center. And this brought in $325,000 over 5 years and benefited 9 investigators. In 1990, he started another center with Dr. Cornett, receiving $825,000. This supported a number of grants, including a PPG that he was PI on with Dr. Houle. I think it also helped fund Dr. Sue Griffin's PPG, and I don't know if she's on board here. By the time this was over, we had $9.6 million in new funding to UAMS, and the anatomy department was ranked 41st out of 91 departments. Now, I was hired, and at this point in 2000, Edgar came to me and said, you know, I'd like to get a grant that's going to bring $12 million in. And I thought he was a little bit crazy. But I also said, you know, he sounds really visionary, and he was. He absolutely was. But my job was to sell this idea to the team. And it took a little bit. They agreed finally to allow him to be the PI. And the department, we connected him with resources. And in 2004, the first P20 Cobra Award was funded, led by Edgar. And this Cobra has been renewed twice. It was $7.5 million for 5 years. And then the P20 was renewed for another 5 years. And then phase 3 was renewed for an additional $3.75 million as a P30. And I just want to note that individuals that benefited came from ENT, geriatrics, neurology, neurobiology, nursing, pediatrics, pharmacology, pharmacy, physical medicine and rehab, physiology, psychiatry, public health, radiology, UCA, ASU, and Hendricks. So it was very widespread. And many clinician scientists benefited from this. And it increased grant support. So by the end, it had brought in over 33 million, but it helped to fund other COBRAs and other centers, ending up bringing in over 100 million in new funding in its 4th year. So the CTN investigators have generated over 500 articles and chapters. It might even be more by now. And there are 4 cutting-edge cores and important facilities, the telemedicine core facility. I don't see Whit here. He might be here, but I think he was planning on coming.
I don't think Whit is here.
Okay.
Yes, Whit is here. Whit is here.
Okay, well, I'm going to let you guys talk about your cores. The electrophysiology core, the TMS core, stroke research. Hi, Whit. The stroke research with Dr. Skinner, Dr. Culp. And so it funded these facilities that are ongoing and saving lives. And as all of this was going on, his own research was thriving. He had 2 to 3 R01 grants at a time. He was awarded the Dean's Distinguished Faculty Award in 2005. In 2009, he received the Chancellor's Teaching Award. And in 2018, he received the Research Excellence Award. So he has well over 250 publications, 6 books, 6 law reviews, and 6 patents. So basically, we want to thank Edgar for an amazing round and run of service. It's just been incredible. And I know we can all thank him this way. But that what I thought I'd do is go ahead and give him the gifts from the department, and then we can have other people chime in and talk among themselves and about Edgar. Now, what I did was I got individuals to contribute, and then I called Catherine to find out what Edgar might like. She said that was a real challenge. And so I first thought, well, we could get him something cool like an iPad, but he already has an iPad, brand new one. So we decided to do a variety of things. And Catherine, can you give Edgar the largest package? You can open it. And so we brought it over to him.
Hey, Glenn, nice to see you.
Oh, nice to see you, Edgar.
We're glad you're here, Glenn.
I made it.
Open that.
I just made it.
Good. We're so glad you are. This is a busy time, we know.
It's an honor to be here. Absolutely. Honor.
So this package is the artwork, basically, he will see it soon, that Joe Correa did to honor his retirement. Joe is here. Joe is an artist. Joe is here. And you all saw it as an invitation, but this is now a framed poster by the Red Door Gallery.
It's my portrait.
Yeah.
Look, it's me.
It is.
It's the invitation to the reception, which
Yeah.
Joe, by the way, made. Hey, Julia.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fantastic. Thank you so much.
It's been a real pleasure to have the opportunity to do something nice for somebody so wonderful.
Yay.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's great to know you, man.
And so the next gift, can you give him the sack, the small sack?
What the small
And-
bag?
The small bag,
Yeah, the small bag.
black bag,
Gift sack. Yeah, yeah.
this black bag.
Yeah. So that's basically a gift certificate to the Red Door Gallery. And you'll be happy to know I'm not going to read the full resolution, but we want to pay for the framing of the emeritus resolution. Which, and so you can just take that gift certificate to the Door Gallery and have it framed. So I mean, if you already have it framed, then you can use it for something else.
That's wonderful.
Finally, last but not least, as a group, we decided that perhaps you could be creative for your own gift. And so open that very carefully. And you have some very generous friends and
Whoa,
funds.
look at this.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
There's like a packet of stuff.
So we purchased gift cards and we also gave you money. Normally we take you out to dinner, but here you can use one of those, that money. We actually raised 12.
Well, I'm happy to keep everything now. Thank you. Wow, what loot.
Anyway, this is from the department and
That's fantastic.
So anyway, hope you enjoy it and
Listen,
find good use for it. So,
yeah.
all right. What I'd like to do is open the floor to other people, and I sort of thought organize this, so I figured that we have some very busy administrators. Dr. Westfall, Dr. Ho. Is he here? Is Dr. Westfall here?
Yes, I am here. So I'd like to just make a few remarks. First of all, I want to congratulate you, Edgar, for not only on your retirement, but upon your emeritus status. And I really want to thank you on behalf of all of us, the university, the state, and your field for your contributions. As we listen to Gwen read your CV and your contributions, they are myriad. And you were kind enough to gift me with one of your latest books, and I am most appreciative. But from all of us in the College of Medicine and the university, I want to wish you the very best in retirement, and thank you for all of your contributions.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Especially, thank you for taking the time.
Of course. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. So Dr. Ho, would you like to say anything on behalf of UMS?
I am really honored. I have to say, from a very personal point of view, congratulations, by the way. You were the first one who really was extending a welcome to me when I was living temporary on the 6th floor in a tiny corner office, which I love. And you are the one who showed me all your books, which I'm ashamed of, that all the books that you have written, and even gave me copies. And I really see you as a leader, as a role model, as the legacy, and you left a legacy here at UAMS that we cannot ever replace. And we cannot thank you more. And you are our role model. I don't know how any of us can really survive in this COVID situation without thinking about you on a daily basis. When I'm down, I thought about, well, I should get up and work again. So the 12-hour workday, 7 days a week advice is very well taken. And thank you so much.
Thank you. I have another book for you. But I can't find it. No, it's the new one that just came out. So I have a copy for you, and I'll get it to you soon. And it's a pleasure to have you at the institution. These comments coming from somebody who's accomplished so much are really a treat, and I really appreciate your words. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And let's see, is Dr. Morrison here? I know he had said yes, but he might have gotten called away. So are there any other administrators that would like to speak on behalf and thank him on behalf of the university? So,
Hi, Gwen.
Yes,
Hi.
Eric.
Hey, Eric.
Hey. So I'm going to speak on behalf of the faculty of the College of Medicine. You have been a mentor to so many faculty members over the years. You have made people funded. You have made people get published. And I'm speaking not only for other people, but for myself. You have been a mentor to me personally, and I deeply appreciated that. And one thing I'm going to share with you, because Gwen was asking about administrators in the call, and I have to say that one day I was talking to Garcia-Rill, and he said, and we're talking about being chair of a department, and he said, "I'll never want to be a chair. I never wanted to be a chair." And I know this for a fact. He did not want to be a chair. Edgar Garcia-Rill is actually one of the very, very rare people that are not in this for power or for money. He is one of the old-time scientists. he is on it for science, and he is on it for learning and for teaching and for mentoring. And I have to say, it's refreshing to see that, and it's been an honor working with you. And I think the college has been privileged to have had you in our faculty group. So I really, really, really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Sincerely, you have my respect and my admiration and my gratitude. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for those words. That's fantastic coming from you. It's been a pleasure working with you all these years. And it's, you know, can I respond?
Well, of course. You
Okay.
can respond at the end.
Let me tell you something. Person that you see the head and the night shot of the Earth. That's Diana Dubrovsky, and her husband is an absolute genius, and he was the guy that was my mentor. And many years ago in McGill, he started this, and his contributions to my career I will never forget. And so I spent the rest of my professional life honoring his legacy. And what you see at the top with all those people that are my collaborators, but also a lot of the graduate students that I've trained and a lot of the people that have worked with me, he was the one who helped set the love of science and the ethical pursuit and the relentless chase for the answer to the problem. And that has been a sheer pleasure. My career, I think I keep saying, you know, it should be harder than this, but it really is not. It has not been a chore, and it has been wonderful working with all of you all the way through, you know, the people I worked with at UCLA who actually taught me how to run programs, Nat Buckwold and Chester Hull, so that by the time I got to Little Rock, I was able to take on a center very quickly. And then through you know, John Pauly was the guy who recruited me to UAMS. And so he saw something, and I think I paid off in his investment.
Absolutely.
And when we finally got Gwen and Al Reese as Dean of the College of Medicine, they were instrumental in helping go to the next level, to reach the really big money and to get the center off and running. And so I really appreciate all of those people. So I'm not going to share the money, but I really owe this to all of these people on whose shoulders I'm standing. So thank you all very much.
Well, speaking as a chair, you made
Stephanie, good to see you. Sorry.
I was really happy to see your visionary. So we were talking about administrators moving into those people who have benefited from the CTN, and this can also include students. And so would anybody who has been, who's directly benefited from the CTN and or a COBRA investigator or something would like to chime in, just let me know.
Yeah, Gwen, I'd like to say something if I may. Can you hear me okay?
You bet.
I've been running around. I found a computer, so here I am. Edgar, you know, I just can't sit quiet here. I've got to say something. You know, you've been listening to me for years, so I've got to say something. Edgar, it's been a great pleasure. And I've enjoyed our times together, particularly your counsel and the meetings. And I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Edgar's contributions to Jack Stevens Institute has been tremendous. He has provided counsel and support. He has educated residents and medical students. Edgar has been one of the people we've turned to in times of need. I will certainly miss our times there, but congratulations as the emeritus status. I certainly look forward to your next career, And I look forward to Edgar. Now, listen, Edgar, I look forward to working with you about zombies.
Yes.
He and I, believe it or not, we've spoken about zombies and how we can cure the world of these zombies. And we think we have an idea using the fluid of dementia.
All right.
But we're looking forward to curing the world of zombies. Edgar, I will join you on another occasion. You know, it's tough to put in words his contributions. And you look at everything Edgar has done. He has made UMS a place of pride, a place that people wish to turn, and he's contributed so greatly to the neurosciences as well as to various departments. So Edgar, congratulations. I will see you soon.
Okay. Thank you very much. I really appreciate
Zombie
that.
land. See, Edgar. Look, I'm copying you, Edgar.
Okay. I still have a trilogy I have to finish, but I'll get to it soon.
We will indeed. All my best. If you need
Bye-bye.
something, just give us a call.
Will do. Thanks.
Take care, buddy.
Thanks.
Gwen, this is Whit. Edgar, this is Whit. I cannot thank you enough. And many people may not realize this, but the babies of Arkansas have benefited from Edgar. There's probably 40 to 60 babies every year that survive because of Edgar's belief in telemedicine and regionalization of neonatal care. And Edgar, because of your belief in us and belief in and really desire and passion for saving babies' lives, there are many babies alive today that because of your vision would not be here. So on behalf of the children and the babies in our state, I want to thank you, and I want to thank you for really benefiting my career as well, and getting my interest piqued in telemedicine and all the wonderful work that it's done. And I have to say, telemedicine has made more strides in the last 2 months than it has in the last 2 decades, thanks to COVID, I guess. But nevertheless, you have really started us out on the right foot. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks. Listen, one of the things that I do have a talent for is identifying the right people. And you, Angela, Paige, Emily, Stasia, Nesso, James, Mike, Melanie, the Lindas, Subimal, Ralph and Helen. I mean, all of these, Tuin, Charlotte, Jim, I'm going to miss somebody. And Francisco and Vero. I mean, if you think about it, hey, Bob, nice to see you. You've been hiding. Karis, Brennan, Motion. I mean, all of you guys, Stephanie, have been, and Jawei have been really proof that paying a little attention and giving people a little push and a little help goes a long way. And so all of you obviously are going to go on and pass it on. And so the legacy that you guys leave is something that I'm going to be very proud of. So I would ask you to do that. And so it's been great working with you, Alexis, and all of the other guys. And, you know, Maricela Morales is from, I can't see her. I can't see Susan. Oh, there she is.
Hi. I'm
Hey,
shy.
great. She's, are you in Baltimore?
Yes, I'm still at NIDA.
She's still at NIDA. Fantastic. Great. Welcome. Bienvenida.
Gracias.
And Majun, I can't see her. Maybe, I think she's near you. I think she's also in Baltimore with the FDA.
I'm in Silver Spring.
In Silver Springs. Fantastic. Well, nice to see you. Or not see you.
So Nancy Reese said she'd be here at 5, and I told her I would open it up to students now to talk, students and fellows, in addition to, you know, let's keep going with COBRA beneficiaries as well. But so jump in if you want to talk about it, and we'll make sure Nancy Reese gets a chance to talk. Because wasn't she your first? There
She was
There she
my,
is. She's coming on.
oh,
Okay.
So I
Nancy,
thought
welcome.
I would say a few words.
oh, Martin.
Hey, Martin, absolutely.
Edgar, I don't know if you remember, in 1991, that's a long time ago. I had come to UMS from Norway, and I was flabbergasted that there was so little research going on in surgery. That was where I was at the time. So I started. I want to start a course for the residents, and we got a lot more interested fellows there than the residents. But so I asked Edgar to give a few lectures, and he didn't know me from Adam, and I didn't know him, but he agreed immediately, and that was a very successful course because we had sponsorship from the industry, so they provided lunches and so on. So that things you can't do now. But and I also I want to say thank you for something else you have done for me, because you have been very instrumental in helping me get the COBRA grant that I have now, and that Marianne Burma is going to take over, and I have a little something for you. You can see what this.
Bekarovka.
Yeah. Besharovka. So I can't offer you anything now, but I will
Start without me.
I will promise you that you can get at Besharovka when you come visit me, either here or in Santa Fe. So that's cheers.
Cheers. And save me a bottle.
Welcome.
That's great.
Hey, Gwen.
Who wants to jump in?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, Bob.
Bob.
Yeah.
Dinner.
Yeah, nobody has benefited any more than I did from a relationship working with Edgar. And if you work with somebody 15 hours a day, twice a week for about 22 years, you get to know them pretty well. So I've been following our reports on ResearchGate. And we worked in a number of areas, and every one of those areas is getting lots of hits still all these years. It's really amazing. So I want to thank Edgar for working with me all those years and doing all the nice things. And I guarantee you that those ideas were mainly his that we worked with. I was the dishwasher part of the time.
That's not true.
He wouldn't wash a dish. Found something else to do. He kept throwing the knives in the dishwasher, which my mother always said, don't do that. Anyway, congratulations on your retirement. It's been fun to see how things have worked out with you the last 10 or 12 years, and best wishes for the future.
Thanks. It was great working with you. I mean, that was a time when basically I arrived and there was an empty room, and I think I had an FM tape recorder, and that was my recruitment package.
Yeah.
And we took off from there. We got 3 grants within a year, and the rest was history. So it was great working with you.
My recruitment package was an application to the Research Council for funds.
Okay. So, gee, Tom Bruce got a little more generous with John Pauly's help.
Yeah.
Okay, it's been great.
Thanks, man.
That's super.
I think we should all meet where Angus is.
Yeah, I think you're right.
You have to bring your own booze, though.
Oh, all right.
Actually,
like
I just actually wanted to thank Edgar as well. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And just like to acknowledge the help the CTN gave my lab, at least. You know, we were going through a downturn in our funding, and we were fortunate to get pilot funds from the COBRE and the CTN. And, you know, that really helped, at least for me, keep my lab together. And then, you know, we came back up and got our grants back again. And just interestingly, I find your timing of retirement a little dubious, Edgar, that our grants are coming to an end again. And, you know, it's really just like, you know, what the fuck, right? What are we going to do? But we will manage. But anyway, I just want to acknowledge it. You know, it's a testament to your mentorship, how many people, you know, are here on Zoom, right? These are from way back when. And I think it's a statement of your influence on people's careers. So congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. Listen, and you're not the only one. You identify somebody who is good, and then you just give them a little help, and off they take off. And you know, that $50,000 that I gave you has turned into millions. I gave $60,000 to Sue Griffin, and you know, she got millions. And so you identify the right people, you give them a little hand, and off they go. And some people are on the way there, and some people will you know, take a little longer, but that's perfect. And so it's been great seeing people thrive.
So Nancy, did you want to say something? She was here a few minutes ago, Nancy Reese.
There she is.
I'm here, of course, I have to say something. So yeah, thanks, Edgar. Gosh, how many years ago was that? 1994 when I graduated.
Wow.
There, yeah. So I was a much younger version of myself back in the day.
You look the same.
Do I? Oh, you're so kind. You're too kind. But I think I was your first graduate student, right?
Yes.
Yes. And I just remember there were all these archaic requirements that were in place when I became a graduate student, and Edgar just said, "She's not doing that." And I'm like, okay, I'm not doing that, which was fabulous. And trying to teach at UCA and do the PhD program at the same time. And he helped make that happen. We figured out how to get research done in the summers, and we made it work. So I appreciate everything that you did for me, everything. So helped me to, you know, progress at UCA. And then later on, I came back and did some research with Edgar and Bob, and got a little R15 grant, and then became department chair during that same time. And, you know, that didn't work too well. So, but he's mentored many folks that I have sent his way as well. So just has helped lots of folks in the physical therapy department at UCA. And I appreciate that very much. So yeah, great.
It's great to see you. But I have to tell the story when you first came to see me, and I took you to the lab and I showed you the electrophysiological setup. When you looked at all those wires, your eyes watered. But it took a while, but you mastered it. And the fact is,
yes,
at the time,
that's true.
I thought, she's crazy driving to Conway every day and back, teaching, and then coming to do experiments. Wow. And it took you only 5 years to get a PhD, which is pretty spectacular considering you were doing a full-time job. So that I thought that was a stellar accomplishment. And I'm glad that things have worked out for you so well at UCA. I mean, plus you sent us Charlotte, who's in there somewhere. Hey, John, there you are.
Yes.
Yes.
Very nice. So more students or beneficiaries?
More students. Let's see.
We'll go next.
Oh, good. We have Paige. Oh, yes. Fearless too here. Angela and Paige.
For the price of one.
Time
Yeah.
for the roast to begin, right? This is yeah.
They're up here. They're up here. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't even know where to begin. I mean, you know, obviously, Edgar, you're the reason that we are where we are today.
I'm gonna start crying.
I know, I can't do this. It's crazy. You know, back to those summers, you know, when we were undergraduates and
I mean, we were 18 when we started.
yeah,
I mean,
seems like a lifetime ago. Doing the P13 recordings and chasing rats around the lab and you know.
Nancy, these two, their eyes also watered when they looked at the electrophysiology center.
I know, and it's because, you know, I was in your lab and I thought, oh my gosh, I cannot do electrophysiology for my PhD. And it's thanks to you that I ended up with Gwen and ended up in the place where I am, which is the best possible place I could be.
Well, you know, it was to me, it was amazing that both of you came to see me as undergraduates trying to do research, and you both turned out to be basically brilliant women. And you guys are going to have spectacular careers in your divergent careers. But it would, you know, think about the chances of that. You guys, you know, came, you know, from Mississippi State or University, one of the two.
Good.
And you would never think that both of you would end up in my lab and then end up being so successful in science.
because you believed in us, honestly. I mean, it's the truth. You believed in us and you taught us. I mean, we are where we are today because of you.
Well, and you've supported us all the way through. I mean, you still support me today, and that's huge. You didn't just, you know, drop me after graduate school. And so, you also took me to my first scientific meeting in Amsterdam.
Oh,
So
yes.
many stories from that one share.
Ah, yes. Happy. Nessa remembers that. Remember when we had to carry him back to the hotel?
Yeah, I mean, those memories, my gosh. What an amazing start to graduate school. So, yeah, we'll never forget.
Yeah.
All of those trips, all of the times in the labs, and you coming in every morning and scribbling stuff on the whiteboard with your
Brennan is laughing. He must remember that.
I would like to quickly tell my favorite story. It's a like 30-second story, but an experiment had gone terribly wrong that Angela and I were doing, and I started crying. I was terribly upset about it, and Dr. Skinner was trying to console me, and Edgar walked into the lab and said, "Bob, what did you do?" And then of course he was like, "Edgar, it's not funny. This isn't a laughing matter." And then Edgar looks at me and goes, "Paige, there's no crying in neuroscience."
My gosh. That's a great story.
That's my motto.
So Dr. Anderson is here. Edgar.
Who?
Dr. Anderson is here from Oklahoma.
Oh, wonderful. Dean,
Hey, Edgar, congratulations.
there he is.
You're beating me by a month.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm late. I had another Zoom, my last faculty meeting in cell biology. So July 1, I'm a free man.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
Well, congratulations to you. It's been a lot of fun the last 15 years coming over there, working with you on your center. I mean, what you've done with the center and what the center did for your campus is fascinating. It's just fabulous. So you look at all the people whose pictures I see here, and many of them benefited from what you did for them. And it's a tribute to you that all of them showed up to congratulate you on your retirement.
Well, that's great. And you know, I really appreciate you showing up all those 15 years. Every time you showed up and you came to help, and your role in the External Advisory Committee was absolutely critical in keeping the quality up and in keeping the right people funded. So I really appreciate your help.
Well, you thank Gwen Childs for that. We met at a chairs meeting and she suggested to you, I think, that I had a Cobra here in Oklahoma and that I could be some help to you perhaps.
And I knew that getting you two together might be a good pathway.
Yeah.
I sent him everywhere to try to look at and talk to people, the powers that be. And I mean, he was you're such a fantastic networker that, yeah, you put all the best together.
Wonderful.
Well, I'll say one more thing for Edgar. My daughter is a criminal defense attorney in Texas. She works for the public defender's office, and their office only takes on capital murder cases. So it's real serious business. And I bought her a copy of your book.
Well, thanks.
And sent it to her. And she says it's really very helpful.
Wonderful. Have her call me if she ever needs any help.
Okay, so you're able now to be an expert witness now that you may have some time?
No, but I'm happy to talk to her about where to go.
Okay.
You know, I don't want to work that hard anymore. Expert witnessing is too time consuming, and you know, all that testimony I did at the federal courthouse in DC for all those anti-terrorism cases, that was very stressful. So I'm not going to do that again.
Well, I'll have her call you for advice then.
Okay. Anytime.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Edgar, I just wanted to say that you have an amazing ability to convince students that research is what they want to do. I came to your office, I sent you from May Griebel and Nancy Reese both recommended that I come and talk to you. So I left your office, signed up for classes, and already enrolled when I had just come to visit. So you have a great knack convincing people that this is what they want, and I just have benefited so much. I love teaching neuroscience, and that wouldn't have been possible without my degree. So I really appreciate what you've done for your students.
Thanks. It's been a pleasure working with you, Charlotte. You did great work, and I'm looking forward to those papers on concussion.
Well, I also really enjoyed all my time with Whit Hall. So thank you for pairing me up with him. We had some really, really great years, infant pain research. And so I have a friend for life in Whit. And so that has been great to have great collaborators.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Great.
Hey, Edgar, Brennan here. I wanted to first say congratulations on the retirement. Well deserved. You've poured so much into so many people, and I'm certainly no exception to that. And, you know, I'm really fortunate to have had you as a mentor, particularly that early in my life, because you showed me a lot of things that, you know, I've carried with me throughout the years. And one has been how selfless and generous that you've been. You've always put others before you. And another lesson that I really carry with that I've learned from you is I've watched, you know, obstacles coming your way and you've never let them stop you. You don't take no for an answer. And so I've carried a lot of those lessons with me along the way. Very fortunate to have had you and your belief in me. So congratulations, well deserved.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. The only thing that I don't want you to do is I don't want you and Nesso fighting in the streets of Raleigh.
I can't make any promises.
No promises here either.
Okay. How's the baby, Nesso?
Nesso?
Baby, great. So I guess I'll go next since you called me out.
Yeah, I guess
All right. First of all, congratulations, Edgar.
think
I think
we
you're
got
cutting out.
Hear me?
You keep cutting out, Nessa.
Hello?
There you are. You're back. Whoop, maybe not.
All right.
Anyway, all right. Well, he's gone.
Oh,
Stephanie.
okay.
Oh, Stephanie, where are you?
I'm sorry about that. I think my internet might be bad. Okay, all right. Anyway, congratulations, Edgar.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Somebody else go until I figure it out.
All right.
I'll go since you called me out. Edgar, I have to say, you have called it at every point in my career. When I started working with you, what was it, May 2010? I still am mystified about what you saw in me, but you said, no, you're interested in neuroscience. What you need to do is go to NIH. And what you need to do is MD, PhD. So you hooked me up with Roy Wise. I went to NIH for a post-bac. I had a blast. And I decided I really did want to do MD, PhD. That's what I'm doing now at Pitt. I'm working on writing my dissertation. I work with Alison Barth on cortical ensembles. Turns out I really love patch clamping. I think you called that too. I couldn't have done any of it without you. You believed in me, and I can't describe what that means. Thank you so much. You know, you've supported me the whole way.
Well, thanks. That's fantastic. Yeah, and you know, you're one of these people that was easy. I knew exactly how bright you were the second I met you, and so it was very simple to figure out, you know, what advice to give you, and it's worked out very nicely. So it's and you've made me proud with actually very little effort. That you know, so you've got a huge career ahead of you, and I wish you every success.
Thank you. I still think you're being too modest, though. You went out of your way for all of us, and that just means so much.
My pleasure.
So Edgar, Jim Shaffrey?
Yes.
He sent a note, says, congratulations on your retirement, Edgar. Enjoy. I'm not too far behind you. It has been a pleasure working with you over the years. Sorry, my microphone is out, so I can't thank you for your help and input over the years. Cheers.
Okay.
Oh, there's his
That's
note.
why I couldn't talk to him.
Yeah, and there's some other notes here, but that'll all be saved when this whole thing is being recorded. So you'll
Wonderful.
have a chance to go over it again. So,
All right.
yeah.
Well,
Hi,
but
Dr.
how is Buenos Aires, Vero? Oh, Xiaowei.
Hey, Dr. Garcia. Sorry. So I just would like to say that congratulations on your fabulous career. And I sincerely thank you for your mentoring for my corporate projects, which led to our one grant funding. You were always prompt to respond. You were extremely insightful, full of wisdom, and you always give good advices, and you never hesitated to provide constructive criticism. So I really appreciate that. So I just would want to say thank you and happy retirement.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure. It's been a pleasure working with you, and I'm glad that you've succeeded and you're well on your way. Good luck.
Thank you.
Oh, Sarah's there.
Sarah's there. I can't see Sarah.
Do any of you else want to talk?
Yes, Edgar,
Oh, Majan.
Yeah, yeah, I need to be very soon, but I really want to thank you because I think when I was in graduate school, the first time when I read something about pinch clamp, I was thinking, oh, I really like that. I'm really intrigued then. So it's kind of like you make my dream come true, and I finally grasped the technique and applied it to all those kind of scientific questions. Excuse me. Yeah, I really had the. Sorry.
You were wonderful. It was a pleasure working with you, Majan.
Sorry.
No, we're so glad you're here and you can share with us. That's great.
Yeah. I will send you my email.
You're making us cry even after all of these years.
Guess I'll jump
it's,
in.
you know, it's wonderful to see you guys, and I guess the Buenos Aires contingent, I was wondering how things were down there. Anyway, I don't see them.
Yeah, did they sign off or?
I don't see them. Hey, Laurent, are you still there?
They may
No,
have.
he's not there. I was wondering how Paris is doing. Hey, look who's here. Hey, Rod. Annalise, nice to see you.
Yeah,
I
I
don't-
definitely,
Great.
I definitely just wanted to come and pay my respects and gratitude. I don't think many people know and fully understand the hurdles we go through, and I just really sincerely thank you for the weekends. You spent time on a weekend to help me out, and that meant a lot to me. And I felt like we only met several times, and for you to spend so much personal time on a weekend to help me when I've met you in person a handful of times just shows me the caliber of person that you are.
It was a pleasure, and you know, like I said, you see the quality in people, you see the intelligence, and it doesn't take much to help them out, and it's a shame if you don't. And that's why you go out of your way to help people out, and that's, you know, it's a pleasure to me. It's a pleasure.
Edgar, I want to let people know, you know, you have not only taught graduates neuroscience, but you opened up your lab to high school students. And I can tell you that has made a significant contribution. Those students have gone on and done some remarkable things. And they have all enjoyed their time with you. And to open up a lab to a summer occasion with a high school student is incredibly special, because I know it takes time, energy, and you scratch your head a lot. And I wonder what the heck they're doing. But it takes a very special person to open up their lab and to share with them their experience and knowledge. And that has benefited greatly high school students, and they've gone on to other fine institutions and are doing well. So again, on behalf of the Jackson T. Stevens Institute and all your contributions, we will miss you, but we look forward to the next chapter. All my best, friend.
Thanks. Thanks. Some of you may not know, but the Jack Stevens Institute every year funded high school students to come and work in my lab and various labs across UAMS for all those years. And so, and these kids, I mean, some of them went on to be Rhodes Scholars and real stars in their own right. One of them, I remember that she was working in an adjacent lab, so I didn't have much contact with her. But at the end of the summer, I wanted to sit down with her and ask her about how her experience was. And she was a sharp kid, and she was raised by a single mother who was a nurse. And I said, well, what are you going to do after college? What are you thinking? And she said, well, you know, maybe I'll just go to nursing school. And I said, why are you going to nursing school? And she said, oh, well, why not? I said, well, why don't you go to medical school? I mean, you're smart enough to go to medical school. And that was it. We parted ways. That was the end of the summer. 8 years later, she was responsible for a Red Sash Award, and she wanted me at the graduation. She went through college, and she went through medical school, and she's now a GI doc in town, and she has been. She's got 3 or 4 kids, and she's a practicing physician, has had a tremendous career in medicine. And I was the first guy to actually tell her that she was smart enough. And, you know, people just don't do that enough. They don't see the potential in people and help them out. So it was a pleasure working with all those students. But that particular example is really spectacular.
So Edgar, Dr. Helen Benish and Linda Larson Pryor just joined. So I just want to make sure you know you've got two new.
And there's motion.
Participants. Two new.
Hi, Edgar. I wanted
Hey,
to
Helen.
wish you
Hey,
well.
Linda.
And
We got three
tell you
Lindas.
Pardon?
We have three Lindas.
Three Lindas.
Linda 1, Linda 2, and Linda Larson.
Right.
Right, that's right.
I wanted to wish you well, Edgar, and tell you that retirement is great. I know that you will enjoy it tremendously. And I'm sure that many people will still benefit from all the great things you'll be doing in your retirement.
Thanks. I hope to. Oh.
Hi, Edgar.
Hey.
I'm sorry I'm late. I was on having to write posters, but I'm so glad I caught you so that I could wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you. It's great. I really appreciate your time. It's
That's
been
what
great working with you, especially now that you've taken over helping Tuan take off like a rocket.
Yeah, did you hear? He got one grant funded and got another one in.
Yes. and thank you. Thanks to your efforts. And it's really, really nice to hear that.
Well, thanks again for like all the help of taking me under your wing over the last 4 or 5 years and getting me on the modafinil bus. Hopefully that'll be a promising treatment for Parkinson's freezing soon when we can get that trial written up. So it's just been amazing learning from you. There's always new things to learn from every mentor, and it's just been a pleasure having those frequent meetings with you over the past 4 years, and I'm gonna miss them.
And don't forget to invite me to the Christmas party.
Oh, yes, of course.
The food is spectacular at his house.
Hopefully we can still have parties then.
Yeah.
With more than 10 people, that is.
So,
Dr. Garcia-Rill, I just wanted to say something. We've had a long, long tenure together. When you first hired me, I was actually afraid to work for you. I didn't believe in myself, and I really was scared. And I was like, what on earth have I done? But when I got to work for you, you just really believed in me. And I was like, who is this man that believes I can do everything, you know? And I was like, I don't think I can do everything, but because you just really, really believed in me. And you had great confidence in me. You gave me a sense of purpose and accomplishment and confidence, and it has just never left me. And so you just don't realize the impact that you have on everyone. You are so distinguished in my book, but you're so approachable. And I just love that about you. And I just love the fact, the way that you mentor and you collaborate with others. I love your selfless acts and your selfless deeds. I've seen it over and over and over again. I can remember working with you after 3 months and you told me you were going on sabbatical. And I said, well, Dr. Garcia-Rill, who's in charge? He said, you are. And I was like, what? And he said, Linda, you're in charge. And so I just want to thank you for having confidence in me, for making me a really more polished administrator. I feel with the confidence that you had in me, I can go to work for anyone now and do a excellent job because of everything you've instilled in me and the way you made me believe in myself. Not only were you my boss, but we become friends, and it's a friendship that I'll cherish for life. I want to say congratulations. I wish you only the best throughout your entire life. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Linda, it's been spectacular working with you. And plus you introduced me to Linda too.
Yes, hi. I'm here too, and I just wanted to say that when I came on board, I was just as scared as Linda. You know, I thought, oh my God, what is this all about? So, and I've always wanted to do grants, but this has been such an opportunity for me, and the exposure of working with the Cobra, and most of all, working with you, Dr. Garcia-Rill. I really appreciate your confidence in me and giving me the opportunity to do what I did in the office, and I hope that I made you proud. You made me feel welcome and confident, and I was about to retire when I came to you. So you gave me a short spin that meant the world to me. It really, really did. And I think that was the best 18 years of my working career, if I can say that. I mean, 18 months of my working career. And I just appreciate it. And congratulations on your retirement and your emeritus. And just many, many great years in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was a pleasure working with you. You know, the thing is that it was like pushing somebody in the pool, you know, and they swim or they drown. But I knew you guys wouldn't drown. And the fact is that you have the courage to get up and if you don't know what you're doing, then you find out and off you go. So you guys did fantastic work. And you kept things running, which allowed me to do all kinds of other things. You know, the reason why I could meet with students on an everyday basis was because I didn't have all the administrative load on my back that you guys lifted. Ah, they're back. Francisco, Vero, how are things in Buenos Aires? Are you guys okay?
So can you turn on your microphones?
They are coming along.
Yeah.
Things are improving with the COVID-19, and we are indoors because we started really early, and we are. I just finished teaching a class about the glutamatergic receptors 5 minutes ago, so we're coming along.
Good. How are the kids? They're not kids, they're big.
They're huge. Yes. They are huge. Dante's finishing high school this year.
Wow.
And Ari is starting this year. So they are on and off.
Great. Well, say hello to them. And it's great to see you guys. You look great.
Congratulations, Edgar. And thank you so much for everything.
It's very important to tell you that it's been a pleasure to work with you guys, knowing you guys and UAMS. It's been really nice. It's been fun.
And we have to blame modafinil for that.
Yeah.
Well, you have to get hooked on a certain drug. Some drug. Anyway, listen, you guys were pretty amazing collaborators for many years. And I was able to let you guys train other people so that I could duplicate myself through you guys. And so it was a way of getting a bigger bang for the buck. And you guys were such a wonderful investment. And now you've got this background of scientific accomplishment, so that you guys are really on the threshold of the next level. And it's going to be very, very interesting. All the HDAC stuff that you guys are doing, that's where all the action is going to be over the next 5-10 years.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So
good luck with that.
There's an email from Arod, A-R-O-D.
Arod, Annalise.
Annalise. Oh, okay. So how can we stay in touch with Dr. Garcia? Will he be keeping an active UAMS email? And the answer is yes. if he wants it. We just have to, he's a professor emeritus, and we just have to make certain that it gets renewed every year. And we will do that. We'll make certain that it doesn't get cut off.
Do I get as much money every year?
Well, we can discuss that.
I'm not mercenary or anything.
Right. Is Tiffany still here? She said, she wrote, can I read your message, Tiffany?
Oh, absolutely.
There she is.
Can I read, or do you want to read it?
Oh, I was just going to thank you again for your patience and your diligence and your investment in not just the researchers, but those who knew from day one we wanted to be educators. And so, like Charlotte said, you are definitely a good salesperson. You convinced this medical illustrator to take a jaunt. And so it has been nothing but spectacular ever since then. And we thank you very much. I think what I just wanted to underscore is that one of your lasting legacies is certainly through the education of the generations that are going to come. I am so inspired and impressed just to think about all the different health professions that you have touched, certainly medicine, nursing, but OT, PT, PA, and as Gwen mentioned, all of the different disciplines. And so thank you for that. And it's been a great pleasure and honor. So.
That's great. It was wonderful working with you. And I remember that the papers that you and I published had the best figures ever. You know, her illustrations were just so spectacular. It was fantastic. And I'm glad you're doing so well. I saw your name in the news, and you're getting there. You're faculty. You know.
I am.
So,
I am.
congratulations.
So I'm going to have to go. I just wanted to say hello. Today is Tom's birthday, and I'm making him.
Say happy birthday.
Well, thank you. And it's nice to see all of you whom I can see, and good wishes to you, Edgar. Have a wonderful retirement.
Thanks. Thanks for checking in.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So Edgar, do you want to have some final words? I don't think we've left you speechless.
Dr. Gals, let me say some. Can I say
something?
Oh,
sure. Motion.
Yeah. So, Dr. Garcia-Rill, my experience with you is a little different. Most of the people has research experience with you. Actually, I was more in teaching. So, when you called me for the first time to take over the lectures during the retirement of Dr. Skinner, I was really nervous. So I went to his office, to Dr. Garcia-Rill's office, and I said, do you think I can do that? He said, yes, I can tell you, you should be able to do this. I will train you. So first year I did it. I was very nervous, but the good thing was that there was only 4 or 5 students. So it was okay. I did it for 2-3 years. And then he asked me to attend all his classes. I used to be in his classes on motor system. And then after 2 years, he said, in fact, I am planning to retire. So next year will be the last year I will be teaching. So you better be prepared to take over my lectures as well. I said, well, I have 5 in sensory system. He used to do 8, 9 in motor system, and they were rather complicated actually. So I was in his lecture for 2-3 years actually before I agreed to give it a try. So, you know, Dr. Garcia-Rill, he gave me a lot of courage and a lot of hope, a lot of training. And eventually I started taking the motor system classes, and eventually I took over as a course director actually when he decided to leave. And I asked him, why you are retiring? And he said, I have a lot of writings to do. I cannot do it with full-time, faculty position, so I will keep writing. So anyway, thank you very much for your mentorship and your training. I really appreciate it, and that was so much helpful actually in my career. Thank you so much, Dr. Garcia.
Thank you. It was great working with you, and you know, it was easy because the students, you know, with as much training as you had, it was an easy transition, and so I could see the time coming that I wasn't going to be teaching, even though I really liked lecturing, especially those lectures. I could see the time that the students needed somebody good that would teach them the same topics. And so you've taken over and done a wonderful job. And so your job is going to be to train the next guy once you decide to retire.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Helen, you're back. You're here.
Yes, yes, I'm here. Hello?
Helen's at Boston.
Yes.
Okay.
I had a little difficulty at the beginning, so I was able to join. I was listening though. So you probably don't know me, nobody except Edgar probably. And I just wanted to say hello to Edgar. We both had the same mentor in Montreal at McGill University, Bernardo Dubrovsky, who died 3 years ago, unfortunately, and we established a memorial in his honor, and both of us contributed to that fund. But I just want to say a few things that coming from the same from the same lab and university, we had a mentor who allowed us to be creative, and he didn't really stop us from doing experiments. And so, 1 second.
There she is.
Yes, I was getting an echo from another thing and I just closed it, sorry. So anyway, so we had very similar background and we did not overlap at all, but I heard so much about Edgar, you know, so Edgar was like an invisible big brother for me. And so it was Edgar did this and Edgar did that, and there were a lot of stories about Edgar and his work at McGill. And so we followed a little bit each other's careers over the years and met at neurosciences all several times. And I think that he had an illustrious career and that everybody will remember his experiments and the work that he did. I don't know about his teaching, but from what I heard, people were very excited about his teaching as well. But his work will have lasting value, both what he did as a graduate student and later on in Arkansas. So I hope he will continue to write, and I don't know what you're going to be writing, Edgar, but I can't wait to see it.
Well, thanks for those words. For those of you who don't know, Helen trained with Bernardo Dubrovsky in the same lab in McGill, and then he died a few years ago. I was out of the country when his memorial happened, but it was a really a good experience. And if you look at Helen's career at BU, you can tell the quality of training that she had with Bernardo. And so he really laid the foundation in both of us for the future. And I really appreciate that. Diana, it's great to see you.
I can't see Diana.
Yeah.
Hi, Helen.
There.
Nice to see
Here.
you.
Oh,
There
hi,
she is.
Diana.
Well, I must say it is a wonderful experience to have been present in this retirement party. And Edgar, this has been a great tribute to all your wonderful achievement and to your personal qualities. I am very happy to have been part of this. I am sorry Bernardo couldn't be here to see this. You are his children and those very many wonderful grandchildren of Bernardo's that you have
That's right.
helped populate the world with. So I wish you the best. I don't know what you're going to do with all your energy now that you have retired. I kind of worry about your wife there and
Well,
how she's going to put up with this. I'm sure you will find great outlets for this.
Yes, and no doubt. One of the things that Bernardo read incessantly, and that's one thing that he taught me is that you read everything, and that was the start of a wonderful career. And by the way, Francisco and Vero, Diana is from Argentina. She's from Buenos Aires. So in case you don't know, Diana Dubrovsky. Anyway, thank you for joining, and it's been great to see you.
What a wonderful life. Congratulations and
Thank
all
you.
the best. All the
Thanks.
best.
Thank you.
Karis wanted to speak
Ciao.
as well.
Karis.
Karis.
Sure. I just actually typed up a quick thing that I wanted to say, which is that, we're all so proud of you. Congratulations on your Professor Emeritus status and your retirement. There is just no doubt in my mind that the sleep medicine patients of Arkansas have benefited from your influence on me directly. It was neuroscience at the beginning of medical school that you helped me at times when I wanted a better understanding or deeper understanding of the material. And then a few years later, Dr. Griebel, my mentor, sleep mentor at the time, got us back together. And I believe that you helped me get to my first sleep conference as a medical student in 2008. Through that conference, I was able to meet several really important people at the University of Pittsburgh, go Pitt, and was able to train under Dan Bicey and Patrick Strollo and Charlie Atwood. And that training can't be gotten anywhere else. It was an amazing experience, and has no doubt made me feel confident and feel like I can truly be a good helper when it comes to sleep medicine. So I just want to thank you very deeply. I think that my day-to-day life is improved because I love my job so much, and I feel so confident in my ability to help with sleep medicine. And I don't know that I would have that without you. And I just thank you so very much.
Well, that's wonderful. Most medical students, especially when they're starting out, don't ask for more work. And so right away, you set the bar high, and I knew that I needed to help you because you wanted to know. And I remember the meeting that you're mentioning because you and Kristen Simon.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I have a picture of the two of you in that PowerPoint from that meeting, and you both had a fantastic time, and it's established careers in sleep medicine for you, and she is going on. I think I saw her name come across, but I didn't see her picture. But she's doing testing for a company near Detroit, and she's like a manager or head of something or other. But see, she has been incredibly successful as well.
I'm so glad to hear that. And there's so many basic science conversations that you and I had that just took my understanding of sleep medicine to another level. And I just really thank you for that encouragement and time.
One thing I forgot is, what are your kids' names?
So Hamilton, Houghton, and Kennedy are the triplets.
Triplets.
There's
She has triplets.
Oh my
In case you guys don't know.
They're 6.5 now.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Well, you better start saving for college.
Oh, aren't they cute?
No kidding, right?
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Before I go any further, I want to thank Abdullah Hayer, who is hosting this. And he also put a lot of work into creating the website. And so we will have a video, we will have a recording of this, which will be out on the departmental webpage and also the website, which features Edgar. So you can go out and relive these moments if you want. But thanks, Abdullah. He did a lot of the
Welcome.
artwork for that.
Yes.
Appreciate
And
it. And
thank you.
I like to congratulate Dr. Garcia-Rill, and I wish that he will stay around, especially after the COVID-19 will go away, and come to his office, keep giving us advice, and keep the CTN, alive, because we need more people. Maybe we need to recruit some of the students that have graduated and gone somewhere else. And maybe James Hyde can come back. Maybe I can convince Angela to do some electrophysiology on the neural hypothesis.
Well, James is working with her on that.
yeah,
So
on the pituitary, but who knows? They might go further.
that's
up.
right.
Never know.
Well, Edgar,
No.
we have another meeting that we must attend, and I want to, before we sign off, congratulate you and Catherine. I want to thank Gwen for organizing this. I thought the video that the university produced about you and about the many accomplishments was absolutely magnificent. And at this time when there's so much disheartening news, I have to tell you, this has been a very enjoyable and moving experience, because yes, you're a magnet that attracts talent, but it's great to see so much positivity in the face of so much bad news. And so I congratulate all of you for what you've all created there at the university, and wish you all the best.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming.
Can you introduce them so that
Ralph Leidick and Helen Bagdoyan, they're at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. And so is Sui Maldata. I don't know if he's still
I'm
the
here.
one who there he is with the Hawaiian shirt. So see the background shining, the reflection off his window. That's Knoxville. With
sitting outside.
everybody has a barbecue that size.
Yeah, I'm sitting outside on my deck.
There you go.
All right. You also have family here too, Edgar. Do you?
Yes, my sister
Yes.
is over here. Where is she? Oh, they got bored.
Oh, okay.
It said Sarah, but
Well, I see Sarah.
Sarah was there, but I didn't get a picture. Maricela, I haven't talked to. It's great to see you.
Great to see you. I just want to say a few words, if I can.
Sure.
I met Edward the first time when my scientific independent program was under review. And Edward was one of the 3 reviewers. As I was presenting, I was getting more and more nervous. And I took a pause, and immediately Edward started making a comment that calmed me down, and I was able to continue talking. And at the end of my presentation, he spoke to me in Spanish. And as a Latina, I want to tell you that since then, you became my role model and my inspiration. Un fuerte abrazo y gracias.
Muchas gracias a ti. Maricela has done some fantastic work at NIDA, and so she's another one of these people that are just nuggets that you have to help, and just a little bit of help, and then off they go. And so she's now way up in the ladder and doing some fantastic work. And it has been a pleasure working with you and talking science with you all these years.
So one of our youngest faculty member just wrote an email. He has to go, but I have to attend another engagement. This is Edgar Meyer.
Yeah,
So,
I saw him. somewhere.
Yeah, he was here. Though I've only known you for a short while, Dr. Garcia-Rill, it has been great to know you. I can certainly see from your legacy, you are an inspiration to many, and your contributions have laid the foundation for many more who will benefit from your work. So
That's wonderful.
All these messages.
Please thank him.
Yes, yeah. So, well, do you have any last words of wisdom? I do recall that you didn't want this to go on more than an hour.
Yeah, I know. This is like,
And
No,
the
listen,
fun
this
was
has
not
been wonderful, and I really appreciate all the effort that you put in, and Abdallah put in carrying this out, and I'm so happy that you dragged the dean.
Oh, he was more than happy to do this.
and
He was
Dr.
honored.
Ho,
Yeah.
who's
They were great.
she's the vice chancellor for research, and so it's been pretty spectacular hearing from everybody, and it's always great to hear how wonderful you are. Just kidding.
Of course.
Just kidding.
Thank you.
But
Thank
it's been
you.
great seeing
Bye-bye.
everybody. Bye bye.
We can start
Luego.
the post if you want.
Edgar, like, I would like
See
to
you,
say,
man.
like, congratulations. And I know you almost 30 years.
Yep.
And in all those years, you are not only a great friend, you are a great mentor to me. And I wish you still remain as mentor to me for the rest of my life. You
I'll
are
be
wonderful.
emeritus.
I haven't seen anyone like you. That great, I can tell you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Edgar, for everything what you have done for my life.
It's been a pleasure, and it's been great working with you and collaborating with you over the years, and keep going.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, I think is everybody. Did I leave anybody out? James, it's great to have you back.
It is.
Actually, really, I wanted to thank you for being an amazing mentor as well as a graduate student, for also being an amazing mentor while I was at Pitt as well, and also for helping me out while I'm setting up my lab here back when I moved back to Arkansas at SAU. You've been helping me out. The CTN is still helping me out. In addition, I'm able to work with Angela for setting up collaborations going there. And then it's kind of funny, I still remember back to the very first day I met you, actually. Right when I moved back from Japan, Dr. Davies brought me in, brought me up to your office and said, okay, well, here's somebody for you to talk to. We chatted for a little bit. And then immediately I get thrown working with Nesso, working on trying to diagnose one of the rigs. And then later on that evening, everyone went over to a pizza restaurant, and we all sat around discussing Eye of the Vortex that entire evening. Which frankly, that was basically after that long discussion is one of those cases like, okay, I found my spot. Now I found a guy who actually knows what he's doing. He can actually help me out on this. So really, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Well, it was great. I'm glad you came back from Pittsburgh and that you found a place. I'm reading over your left shoulder, danger, avoid serious injury. I think that's a great piece of advice. And over the other shoulder, you should put up a sign that says, "There's no crying in neuroscience."
And you need a sign made of that. I want to put that up in my lab because I've actually already told at least one student this. So
good. You can borrow all of those nuggets.
Bullies. You're all bullies.
Oh, Stasia. Stasia, how are you doing? You've been very silent. You don't have any sound.
That explains that.
Okay.
Unmute. Yeah,
She's mute.
So you've got a message from your daughter. Hi, Dad.
Oh.
Congratulations on your wonderful successes and all your great friends and colleagues. I'm so proud. Love you. Yay.
Good. Hey, there he is. What a cutie.
Oh, you can Garcia, that's your second baby, right? Is that her second baby?
It is my, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, my other one's been running around.
Oh
my. So what's his name?
This is Huxley.
Ah.
Huxley. Mm-hmm.
Maverick and
Little
Huxley.
guy.
Wow. Are you?
Yeah.
You have your hands full. This guy looks like he's going to be trouble.
He is trouble already.
Listen, it's great seeing you, and I'm glad you're doing so well.
Yeah, I'm gonna send all my thanks in an email. You know, we don't want to get started with the whole public speaking thing. You know, I don't have anybody to revive me here, so.
Sure. Be happy to.
You put me up with all that, so. I think that's the only time you made me cry.
Oh,
But it
well.
was all worth it, right?
Yes. Well, it's great seeing you.
I like how your response was, you know, well.
Good luck.
So Alexis also wrote, congratulations on your retirement and emeritus status, Edgar. Thank you so much for everything. Your mentorship set the tone for my entire career. I hope we can see each other while I am in Arkansas.
Great.
She is.
Yeah. Hey, Edgar. Sorry, I wasn't sure we were trying to sign off, and I just wanted to make sure I said
Yeah.
thank you.
Well, you know, good luck with your thesis, and you know, just shoot me an email.
Yeah, for sure. I will. I would love to catch up.
There's a guy named Findley at what's that university in New York? Hudson, starts with an H. What's
Hofstra is one.
No.
There might be a Hudson. But yeah, we can talk.
Yes. He's an associate professor there. Actually, Nesso knows people at Mount Sinai.
Yes, I do.
So anyway, so it's a network already. So all you guys know each other and can get in touch with each other through me if you need to. So it's been great seeing you. And Emily, how's your program going? You started with Annalise, right?
I don't know if he hears.
Yeah, your sound's not coming through. Can't hear you.
Emily,
Emily?
we need to turn on your, unmute yourself. Emily? Oops.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Oh, well, she's mute. All right. Anyway, listen, guys, it's been wonderful. I really appreciate it. It's been great hearing from all of you. It's like old home week. I'll be writing, I'm writing 3 fiction books. They're historical novels, and I've already finished one, and I'm almost finished with the second. So once I finish the third, I'll send it out for publication, and then all of you guys will have to buy one. All right.
Great.
Great seeing you.
You have a good evening, everybody.
Thank you.
For coming.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks you, Gwen.
Thank you.
Abdullah.
Congratulations.
Joe,
Keep in
for the
touch.
wonderful stuff.
Yeah.
Great to see you guys. Bye-bye.
Everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was fake. Click off.
I just want to see.
Okay.